Welcome back, viewers. Today we're diving deep into the poem Pocahontas, a Dark Retelling, a powerful reimagining of the iconic figure who often finds herself overshadowed by romanticized narratives. We will explore the intricate layers of this poem, discussing its critical themes of colonialism, motherhood, vengeance, and survival. By the end of our journey, you'll have a greater understanding of Pocahontas's complex character and the heavy messages embedded within this evocative piece. The poem opens in a serene village, where Pocahontas dances gracefully along the river's edge, embodying the harmony of nature. This tranquil scene is disrupted by the arrival of foreign ships, phantoms that claw at the shore. This vivid imagery serves as a metaphor for the impending violence, encapsulating the juxtaposition between the idyllic life of the indigenous people and the destructive greed of the settlers. The subtle yet ominous shift in tone foreshadows the chaos that will consume Pocahontas's world and illustrates the tragic consequences of colonial encounters. As we progress through the poem, the settlers unleash a wave of devastation, igniting a fire of destruction that consumes the beauty of the land. The haunting imagery, mothers wailing and children crying, creates a visceral picture of loss and despair, underscoring the physical and cultural annihilation faced by Pocahontas's community. The narrative vividly illustrates how greed unravels the sacred bonds of life, leaving everyone in its path untouched by the chaos. Here, Pocahontas bears witness to the desecration of her world, her internal turmoil growing as the collision of two cultures escalates, marking the beginning of her profound journey of resistance. In a significant turning point, we see Pocahontas imposed upon by John, the embodiment of imperial cruelty. This relationship represents a deeper commentary on the power dynamics of colonialism, where she finds herself bound in both physical and emotional chains. The description of John's smiling hate poignantly highlights the complexity of her suffering, a mother enduring nights filled with pain to protect her children. This section encapsulates the height of her oppression, while simultaneously planting the seeds of resilience within her heart. The emotional weight of this submission is palpable, emphasizing her struggle for agency within a patriarchal and colonial framework. Amidst her suffering, Pocahontas's children emerge as symbols of hope, innocent blossoms in a field of disdain. This imagery contrasts starkly with the violence surrounding them, highlighting the fragility yet power of new life. Here, we begin to witness the spark of resistance igniting within Pocahontas, driven by the love for her children. Her anguish transforms into a simmering defiance. The essence of motherhood intertwines with an emerging strength as she embraces her role as a protector. This significant internal conflict sets the groundwork for the next chapter as she prepares for an inevitable confrontation with her oppressors. And then, the climax arrives, the moment of violent reckoning. Underneath a shroud of darkness, Pocahontas takes matters into her own hands, fashioning a blade from the bones of those who were taken. With this act, she embodies the spirit of vengeance, a fierce reclamation of her agency. The visceral imagery, her blade sang red, grips the reader, marking the transition from victimhood to empowerment. In this climactic moment, Pocahontas asserts control over her destiny with decisive brutality, irrevocably severing ties to her captors. The poem illustrates the horror and catharsis of this transformation, blurring the boundaries between survival and retribution. Having liberated herself and her children, Pocahontas escapes the ruins of a once sacred land. However, the cost of her freedom is profound. The ashes staining her hands symbolize the burden of her vengeance, the heavy moral weight of survival mixed with trauma. Even as she secures a better life for her children, her soul remains scarred. This section reflects the complexity of freedom in the aftermath of violence, illuminating the psychological toll that revenge can impose on a survivor. The lingering ghosts of her past haunt her, reminding us that freedom often comes with a profound price. Pocahontas rises from the ashes as a queen of her own making, her resolve hardened by suffering. Rebuilding her world is both an act of reclamation and a reminder that pain can be weaponized. As she imparts lessons of resilience and survival to her children, she prepares them for an unforgiving world. The kingdom forged symbolizes her legacy, a tapestry woven with threads of strength, vengeance, and solitude.